Imagine this. It is the middle of the Civil War. You are an enslaved man in Charleston Harbor. The Confederate officers have gone ashore for the night. You put on the captain's uniform, fire up the boilers of their own armed transport ship, and steal it right out from under them. You sail past Fort Sumter, past the guns that could blow you out of the water in seconds, and deliver yourself, your family, and a valuable Confederate vessel straight into the hands of the Union Navy. That man was Robert Smalls, and that night in May 1862 changed his life and helped change the course of the war. Robert Smalls was born on April 5th, 1839 in Beaufort, South Carolina, into slavery. His mother, Lydia Polite, was a house servant. When he was 12, his enslaver sent him to Charleston to be hired out. There he worked as a waiter, a rigger, and eventually a sailor on the coastal waterways. He learned every channel, every sandbar, every fortification in Charleston Harbor. In 1856, he married Hannah Jones. They had children. He tried to buy their freedom, but couldn't raise the full amount. By the time the Civil War began in 1861, the Confederacy forced him to serve as a pilot on the CSS Planter, an armed transport that carried guns, ammunition, and dispatch for the rebels' army. On the night of May 12th to 13th, 1862, the white officers left the ship. Around 3 a.m., Smalls and the enslaved crew made their move. He dressed in the captain's coat and straw hat, mimicking the man's work so the sentries wouldn't notice. They steamed first to a nearby wharf and picked up their families. Hannah, the children, and others who had been waiting in the darkness. Then they headed for the open harbor. They had to pass multiple Confederate checkpoints, including the formidable Fort Sumter. Smalls gave the correct signal each time. One wrong move and they would have been destroyed. At dawn, they approached the Union blockade ships. When a Union vessel prepared to fire, Smalls raised a white bedsheet as a flag of surrender. The Planter, with its cargo of weapons, its code books, and its detailed knowledge of Charleston defenses, was now in the Union hands. 16 people had gone from slavery to freedom in a single daring voyage. Smalls became an instant hero in the North. Congress awarded him and the crew prize money. Smalls met with President Lincoln and helped persuade the administration to allow black men to serve in the Union Army. He recruited thousands of soldiers. He piloted Union ships, including the ironclad Keokuk, during the attack on Fort Sumter in 1863. When that ship was destroyed, he survived. Later, he took command of the Planter itself, the first African American to command a vessel in U.S. service. By his own count, he fought in 17 engagements. He also struck an early blow for civil rights. After being thrown off a segregated streetcar in Philadelphia in 1864, he helped organize a boycott that eventually desegregated the city's transit system. After the war, Smalls returned to Beaufort and bought the very house where he had once been enslaved. He entered politics as a Republican. He served in the South Carolina House and Senate, helped write the 1868 state constitution that created the first free and compulsory public school system in the state, and then won election to the U.S. House of Representatives. He served multiple terms between 1875 and 1887, fighting for civil rights, equal accommodations, and the interests of his mostly black coastal districts. Even after Reconstruction ended and the political climate turned hostile, Small remained a force. He served as U.S. Collector of Customs in Beaufort for many years. He lived long enough to see the rise of Jim Crow and to continue resisting it. Robert Small died in Beaufort on February 23, 1915, at the age of 75. He is buried there at Tabernacle Baptist Church. From enslaved pilot to Civil War hero to congressman, Robert Small's story is one of the extraordinary courage, skill, and determination. In one night, he seized freedom for himself and his family. Over a lifetime, he kept fighting for freedom and opportunity for others. His name deserves to be remembered. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, follow for more, and God bless you.